Welcome to Your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 693. If you're writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you're having some trouble getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn someone who doesn't even really kind of see themselves as one into a published book author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. A memoir forces me to stop and remember carefully. It is an exercise in truth. In a memoir, I look at myself, my life, and the people I love the most in the mirror of the blank screen. In a memoir, feelings are more important than facts. And to write honestly, I have to confront my demons. It's from Isabel Allende. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. You know, as someone who has written in both fiction and nonfiction, I make very few distinctions between those genres, between those forms of writing, especially when it comes to the fundamentals of writing, especially when it comes to writing processes that can be applied to both types of writing, fiction and nonfiction. One of my favorite parts of fiction writing is character development. I love making people up from thin air that didn't exist before. I love infusing these made-up people with personality traits and creating histories and ways of seeing the world and perspectives and secrets and demons and all sorts of things, and really creating a whole world for them to live in. Well, in memoirs, my favorite form of nonfiction writing, especially books that I help people write, the characters, of course, already exist. They are real people with personality traits, histories, and established ways of seeing the world. So unlike fiction, you can't actually start randomly making people up and pulling them out of thin air. You can change details of people for literary purposes, but typically in a memoir, you can't just randomly make people up. But this doesn't mean you can't use character development questions from fiction writing to help understand existing people better, to uncover vital traits and better understand how they see and interpret the world around them. And since you are the central character in your memoir, you will be asking most of these questions about yourself. So I've come up with a whole bunch of questions today, character development questions that you can use in the development and writing of your memoir. So as you answer these questions, see if you can figure out why I'm including them, how this information might be pertinent to your memoir, and where it would be valuable, which parts of your story, whether in exposition or dialogue, scenes from your life, and so on. Answer these questions about yourself, specifically the version of yourself you're portraying in your memoir, and also about all the other major characters in your memoir. So again, when I say character, of course, I'm talking about real people, you and all the other real people in your life who are going to make it into your book. Here are 10 questions that you can use, character development questions to help you write your memoir. Number 1, and do this again for each person in the memoir. Number 1, what first impression does the character make on others? Number 2, how do others view this character? Are they misunderstood in any way? How does that impact their life being misunderstood? Number 3, what does this character need to learn by the end of the book? Number 4, what can they teach others? Number 5, what secret is this character trying to keep from the rest of the world, even if it's something fairly trivial, but something they're still embarrassed about? Number 6, what is the most traumatic thing this person has been through, and how did they change as a result of it? Number 7, what is this person's biggest fear? Number 8, what is this person's greatest strength and also greatest weakness? Number 9, what is this person's biggest dream or goal in life? And finally, number 10, what is this person most proud of? So those, again, are 10 character development questions from the world of fiction that I'm carrying over to nonfiction specifically to help you have kind of flesh out the characters. In other words, the real people in your memoir, specifically yourself, the version of yourself that is starring in your memoir. So dig into this process, dig into these questions as much as possible. The more you know your characters, whether real or fictitious, the better you will connect with your readers. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And be sure and drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. And maybe you want to ask me to post this list of questions. That's how I'll know that you've all listened and maybe find some value in this episode. Let's see who goes over to Inc. Authors and asks me to post this list of character development questions in Inc. Authors, and I will happily do so. Until tomorrow. Happy writing.